Alright, we have Shivam Bansal, who has just finished his clock and he's going to do an interview with us.
Yep. So I'll hand this over to Shivam and Brandon for this interview.
All right. Hello, everyone. As we're proceeding with this next group of clock, we have a very special guest. We have Shivam Bansal.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome to the stream. Shivam coming off a solid multi-blind win from yesterday. I believe it was 36 out of 40 cubes.
38 out of 40.
38 out of 40 cubes.
36 points.
Even better. Even better. Marking him as the Asian champion for 2024.
Yes.
So overall, how do you feel about your attempt?
I'm very happy with my attempt because I was expecting to get second or third place maybe because I hadn't practiced that much for this competition. So that's why I intentionally did less cubes. I did 40 cubes, which is quite a safe attempt for me because I can sub-R 48 cubes, but since there was only one attempt, I was worried that I might mess up the attempt and not even podium. So I went for 40, which was a safe number for me, and then I did a very safe memo and a safe execution, but it was fast execution because I didn't forget anything. And I made one mistake in execution and another cube I forgot the last letter pair. But otherwise it was a solid attempt, and when I finished it I knew that I would definitely be on the podium. But then Yusheng, who was the favorite, he got a lot of DNFs because he attempted a really big number 63 because he was going for world record. So that is why he messed up, and that is why I was able to retain the title. So this is my third Asians win in a row in MBLD. So I'm extra happy with this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How do you usually figure out how many cubes you're going to do? Because on one hand, you can go all out and do a bunch of cubes to go for like a nice result. But on the other hand, this is a championship.
Yes.
And so you might want to try and secure like a title. So I guess it also, how do you sort of like do this?
So the number is basically the number that I'm practicing at home. I usually do either that number or two less than that number.
Okay.
I prefer even cubes usually, an even number. So I usually practice at home 46 or 48. If I'm feeling good, I can attempt 48 in comp. If I want to be a little safe, like last year at Worlds, I did 48 in the first attempt, but I got 42 out of 48, which was fourth place. So I did 46 on the second attempt and I got 43 out of 46. So I feel that doing two less than what I can do comfortably at home is the ideal number for me in comp. But because this time it was a little different because I knew that if Yusheng does well, then second place is the best I could get. So I was just going for second place. So I did 40 cubes because I knew I could do it safely. And I didn't worry about other people's results. I just focused on getting 40 out of 40 and I got close enough.
Nice. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, as someone who does multi-blind right now, I'm like trying to hit like 40 cubes, and it's like crazy that for you, 40 cubes is like your safety attempt.
Yes.
And I think, well, as someone like who's been doing or following blind since like 2013, like Mascal had the original 41 out of 41 in like 2013, super ahead of his time, and that is like still crazy to this day.
Yeah, I think the accuracy and the amount of improvement he did so early is crazy because even now it is like top 15 in the world, I think.
Yeah.
And also he did it on 2013 hardware, which is even more impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's even crazier.
Yes.
Well, do you practice 48 at home usually?
So I haven't really practiced multi-blind seriously in the last 6 years because I was just going for the Indian national record at first, then I was going for the Asian record, then I was going for the world record. And after getting the world record, I was just satisfied with the world record and I wasn't trying to improve it further. Then when Graham started improving, he went beyond 50 and now 60 cubes. I'm feeling that it'll take me at least 1 or 2 years of work to get to near his level. But I'm happy with 48. So nowadays I just practice a little bit before major championships like this one. I practice for around 1 or 2 months usually, but this time I was traveling so I didn't get time. So I only had 1 week of practice. So that's why I was comfortable with 40 cubes. And like as you said, you are trying to get to 40. I think when I was also struggling with getting to 40 with my speed. I was attempting like 32, 33 cubes in Savar. Then one day something clicked and I just got 40 cubes in 56 minutes at home. So that was a mindset shift for me. Like I just rushed memo insanely much and then it somehow worked.
I see.
And then I realized that you can just rush memo and you could cut 10 minutes off your total time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so something switched for me in one day and I got suddenly 10 minutes faster. So
Yeah.
maybe you can try that and it might work for you also.
Yeah, I'm trying to just go for a little bit faster memo. That's something I'm trying to work
Yeah.
on personally.
Yeah.
But I think there's like I think it's really interesting how like for multi-blind it's like constant mindset shifts
Yes.
to be able to just improve more
Yeah.
cubes. And beyond that, it's just like constantly tweaking little things about
Yes.
memo and here
Yes,
and
it's
there.
quite a mental event. Like because it's 1 hour and you have to stay concentrated for 1 hour. In FMC, even if you daydream for 10 seconds, it won't matter. But in MBLD, 10 seconds is like half a cube of memo for
Yes.
me. So that is
Yeah.
why it's a very mentally intense event, and that is also why practicing it at home can be both rewarding and also stressful because
Yeah.
spending 1 hour and then getting half the DNFs, it's very demotivating.
Yeah.
But if you believe in yourself and you can keep trying those insane numbers that you know you can't do, but you still try to get them sub-hour, that is what pushes you to improve. Because if you're slightly outside your comfort zone, then only you can improve.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Do you do like small attempts at home as well while you're
I
practicing?
used to do like small, like 8 cube or 10 cube attempts at home just for fun. But these days I don't really do them. When I'm out of practice, I do some small attempts to warm up for my big attempts. Like I do 10 cubes one day, then next day I do 20, next day I do 30, and then next day I do 40. So to warm up to 40, I don't instantly start doing 40. But small attempts to push the speed, I used to do them earlier. I think the problem is my 3BLD times aren't improving as much, so the small attempts aren't really that helpful for me. Yeah.
For sure. I remember talking to Worlds, and that's like something you were trying to look at for, like
Yeah,
improving three blind.
So that's
Time
why
a
I
little bit
switched. I switched to UFR buffers in. I think after my world record, I switched. But
Oh,
I,
you weren't using UFR before?
Yeah. So for
Oh,
my world
okay.
record, I did DF UBL. Then at World
Oh.
Championship 2019, I did UBL UF. So like halfway there, and then this time I did UFR.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I did not know that.
Okay.
It's definitely like a huge shift to switch your buffer
Yes. Yes.
all everywhere. I had to like I when I was switching from like on 4-blind DFR to UFR, I had to change my lettering scheme too because
Yes.
then otherwise it just wouldn't line up with 3-blind
Yes. Yes.
AUGs. So definitely a decent amount of effort there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you're trying to vie for now that most of the blind events are we still have 3-blind
Yeah.
for the remainder of the championship.
I think I'm already done with my 3 main events, which were 4BLD, 5BLD, and MBLD. I was just going for MBLD, but luckily I also got 3rd place in 5BLD, which was very unexpected. And that is why I could do MBLD without any pressure because I knew that I already had 1 podium secured. Now in 3BLD, my only goal is to make finals. So I need a good solve like a 24-25 to get to the final.
Yeah.
So I'll try for that, and otherwise I'll try to win at least 1 match in the Nations Cup. So that's my goal. Yes.
Who are you doing Nations Cup with?
Yeah. So I'm in India 2 team. I'm doing it with Abhijit Godgonkar. He's also a blind solver, and one more kid from India called Advay. So we are in India 2, and India 1 is around a couple of seconds faster than us. So we are hoping that at least one of the Indian teams makes it to some high round. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well, good luck at Nations Cup, and
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
good luck in 3-blind.
Thank you.
Hopefully,
And you
can
too.
make it. Thank you. I'm really hoping to make finals.
Yes, yes,
but I
same.
think for me it's a little borderline. So we'll see. We'll see
Same
about
for
that.
me, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, yeah, thank you so much. Again, congrats on multi-blind
so
and
much.
your big one podiums as well. Yeah, best of luck for the rest of the
Thank
competition.
you. Thank you. You too. Bye.
Yep.